Hello, my loves. Welcome to today's class. Today, we are doing a gentle and calming yin yoga sequence with the intention of reducing stress and anxiety in the body and bringing it back to a state of peace. And this is a yin yoga class. So if you haven't done yin yoga before, please know that this is a very different type of yoga, and I will explain the benefits as we move along. But we're going to get started going right into our first pose, which is butterfly pose. And if you do not already have props, please grab a few pillows, a block, or a bolster, and you can choose to do these poses supported or unsupported. So going into butterfly pose, we bring the soles of the feet together and bring the hands to the ankles. We're going to inhale with a straight spine. Taking a deep inhale at center. On the exhale, we're going to lean forward, round forward, tucking the chin into the chest. Now, this is where you have the option of props. You can put pillows, blocks, or bolsters to bring the floor higher for you and to make it more of a supported pose. And then we are going to begin to hold for time. So finding your version or variation of butterfly today. And again, you can always do unsupported, just tucking the chin into the chest and allowing gravity to pull you down to the earth. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose, sending the breath all the way down the spine to the tip of the tailbone. And exhale with a sigh. I'm just taking a moment to arrive on our mats today, body, mind, and spirit. Gently scanning the body from head to toe, making sure to release any tightness, any tension, or any contracted muscles. Our yin yoga practice is very different from a traditional vinyasa flow or active asana practice in that we are going beyond the muscle. So we're not targeting the muscles, we're instead traveling beyond and targeting the connective tissues, the joints, the ligaments. So instead of contracting muscles in these poses, we want to connect with our breath and allow us to release the muscles, to surrender and melt into the earth, into the pose, and allow ourselves to be held and supported by the earth beneath us. So there's no doing, there's no trying, there's no force, no control, but rather surrender. And as we surrender, we can target deeper into the body, into the mind, and into the heart. So the goal of yin yoga is first to resolve to hold still. Second step is to come to our comfortable edge. So this may feel slightly uncomfortable. So we're flirting with that line of discomfort, but we should never feel pain. And then the third step is to hold for time. And while yin yoga is very relaxing, it is also very challenging. And it challenges you to stay still, to sit in silence, even as we hold deeper and things can get a little uncomfortable. So it's a reminder and a practice of tapping into the power of the breath to get to the other side of the pose. And also listening to the body and getting support when needed, modifying when needed, or coming out of the pose if you're experiencing pain. This practice is a very deep practice, time for reflection, and the time to do the work on your mat, the work on self, with the goal of aligning body, mind, and heart. If you are doing unsupported, making sure you're tucking the chin all the way into the chest to release the back of the neck and not activate the muscles of the neck. And then we continue to breathe. And in order to stay present through our yin yoga practice on our mat, we can tap into different mindfulness practices with the breath. You can add a count to the breath, matching the count on the inhales and the exhales. You can add a color to the breath and observe that color travel in on the inhale, sending it all the way down the spine, and then watching the color come back up as you send it back out into the world. You can also practice visualizations, taking yourself to your happy place or somewhere in nature, connecting to the sights, sounds, the smells, and the energy around you. You can also use this time for self-reflection on your mat, reflecting on your life, and thinking and releasing, choosing to release the things that no longer serve you, or focus on the things that you want to call in or practice more of in your life. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here, and then we'll move on to our next pose. And during our yin yoga practice, I invite you to close your eyes for the majority of the practice, with the exception of between transitions. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, gently pressing fingers into the earth, we'll very slowly and mindfully come up one vertebrae at a time and going into the next pose, which is half butterfly. So we're going to tuck the right leg in, left leg will extend, and then you can take your prop, if you're wanting a prop, to the outside of the leg. We're going to inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky, and then we're going to twist to the extended leg. On the exhale, bowing forward, pausing here. So again, you can always do unsupported here. You can bring the prop on top of the leg or to the side and just rest the arms on the prop. Again, always tucking that chin into the chest to release the back of the neck. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, releasing any contracted muscles and allow yourself to surrender into the pose and surrender into the earth. And then we hold for time. So taking this time in silence for reflection, for practicing your mindfulness techniques with your breath, keeping our heart rates down, our bodies still, and our minds quiet. And if you ever get lost, just returning to the breath, observing the breath, and coming back to this moment on your mat. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. On the inhale, very gently walking yourself up, walking the hands up the leg, and we'll go on to the other side. So extending the opposite leg, tucking the left leg in, again, using props if needed, or you can always do unsupported. On the inhale, reaching arms to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to square off, diving forward, landing where we land, and supporting if and where needed. And remembering to tuck the chin into the chest. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose And exhale with an audible sigh, allowing yourself to surrender into the pose as we hold in stillness and in silence. Again, if the mind wanders, always returning to the guidance and wisdom of the breath, allowing the breath to guide you deeper within. And in this pause, in this stillness and silence, listening to the messages of the heart. What is she communicating to you in this moment? What does she want you to hear, to feel, to know? A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. Inhale, gently walking up the leg with the hands coming through center. From here, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the right leg on the bottom. The left leg is going to come up and over, stacking on top of the right leg. Feet come out by the sides. This is a deep stretch through the hips. An option, so two options for this pose is to stay upright. Otherwise, you can take a prop or a pillow and just gently bow forward, bringing the forehead down to the lap. So choosing your position. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale with a sigh, allowing the shoulders to drop from the ears. Deep breath in here. On the exhale, we release with a sigh. And gently closing the eyes if they're not already closed. Bringing the awareness within. Just noticing the gentle pull and stretch through the hips as we sit in stillness. Continuing to breathe, sending breath to the body, to the mind, to the heart, bringing all into alignment as we're present to this moment. And allowing that breath to nourish all parts of self, all aspects of self. Closing the eyes, continuing to breathe. few more rounds of nourishing breath on this side before transitioning. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to very slowly come out, bringing the hands behind into the earth, feet come to the mat, and just gently windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And then going on to the other side. So opposite knee comes on the earth, and then the other one comes on top. Feet come slightly out, feeling that deep stretch in the hip. And we'll hold for time. So again, option to stay straight up, dropping the shoulders from the ears, just being held by the earth. Or you can do unsupported, just coming down to the knees, which will deepen the stretch. Or you can bring the earth a little bit higher, the lap a little bit higher, resting on something on the lap. We'll gently close the eyes, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And we exhale with a sigh. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh, allowing the muscles to relax, the physical body to relax, the mind to relax, and the heart to relax in this moment. Sending love and peace to all aspects and all areas of self. Remembering to practice your mindfulness techniques with the breath to keep you present, or just observe the breath, becoming the observer of your breath and of your experience on your mat in this moment. A few more rounds of breath here. Inhale, gently opening the eyes. We're going to unwind, gently coming onto our knees. So knees are about hip width distance apart, as are the feet. The hips are going to stay lifted above the knees. We're going to walk the hands forward, forehead comes down to the mat for Anahata heart melting pose. Really pressing into the hands. We'll take a deep inhale. On the exhale, dropping the elbows to the earth. So finding a softer pose in our traditional puppy dog pose. Allowing the heart, the hands, the elbows, and the arms to melt into the earth. So not contracting the muscles, but instead surrendering, softening into the earth. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, sending breath all the way down the spine to the tip of the tailbone. And then exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And we exhale with a sigh.
Just surrendering and melting into the earth, taking this time for self-reflection, reflecting upon the different areas of your life, where you're noticing any stuck or stagnant energy, where you're treading water, the areas of your life that you know you need to address, release, shift, or change. And allow your gentle practice on your mat to support you in releasing that energy from the physical body, releasing any stagnant, stale, conflicted energy, and allowing the exhale to help you in that release. So with each exhale, releasing anything that's not serving you from the body, in the mind, or in the heart. And with each cycle of breath and each exhale, as we release, we open up space for new. So I want you to envision these things physically releasing from the body with your breath, so that we can open up space for more abundance, more love, more peace, more joy. As we release, we open up space for new. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. On the next inhale, gently walking yourself up through center. We're going to gently make our way onto our backs. So however you need to get there, and gently lower onto the back. You can always bring your prop to the side if needed. But from here, we're going to lay down. We're going to release the left leg onto the earth. We're going to inhale the right leg into the chest. On the exhale, we're going to take the leg across the body to the other side. And we are holding for time, so option to put a pillow underneath the leg or prop or bolster. The right arm comes behind and we twist in the opposite direction. So gaze follows the extended arm. And we pause here and hold for time. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sending the breath all the way down the spine to the tip of the tailbone. And then exhale with a sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling with a sigh, allowing yourself to release any contracted muscles. Just surrender and melt into the earth. And allowing this gentle twist to support you in releasing any unwanted and unneeded energy. Anything stale, anything stuck or stagnant. Just allowing yourself to release it through your spine and with your breath. A few more rounds of nourishing breath on this side. Sending breath to all corners of the body, the mind, and the heart. We'll take one more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, very gently coming back through center. And we'll go directly onto the other side. So again, using props if needed. We're going to release the right leg. We'll inhale, tucking the left leg into the chest. On the exhale, guiding it across the body, allowing it to fall where it falls or coming to your prop. Take a deep breath. Opposite arm reaches back. So left arm reaches, gaze follows the extended arm to complete the twist. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh, and with that release, releasing any contracted muscles, any tightness or tension, or any holding on, allowing yourself to melt into the earth, being fully supported by the earth and her healing vibration. And for this final pose, if you haven't already, gently closing the eyes to keep the awareness within and to keep the peace in the heart. Taking these final moments to nourish body, mind, and heart in any way necessary for you today. A few more rounds of nourishing breath here. We'll take one deep inhale together. On the exhale, gently rolling back to center onto your back. We're going to bring the hands behind the knees, lifting the knees into the air, and then just very, very gently and slowly rock and rolling till you come back up to a comfortable seated position. We're going to close the eyes, place the palms or hands on the lap facing down as a gesture of grounding. We're just going to take these final gentle cycles of breath to ground into the earth and to absorb her peaceful and healing vibration. Just bringing your awareness to your seat as it sits grounded into the earth, connected to her healing energy. And we're going to inhale, sending that energy through our seat, through our root, all the way up the body to the crown of the head. And then as we exhale, sending it back down into the earth. 2 more very slow, gentle, mindful breaths, inhaling the peaceful energy of the earth through our seats, through our root, all the way up to the crown of the head. And then we exhale, sending it back down. 1 more round here, inhaling through our root, all the way up through the spine, the heart, the throat, the eyes, all the way to the crown of the head. And then we exhale, keeping the eyes closed. We'll gently inhale the hands to the heart, bowing the chin to the chest. Just connecting to this vibration of peace, knowing that it is available to you at any time. By closing your eyes, bringing your awareness within, and being present with yourself in this moment. Namaste.
Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed that yin yoga practice. Remember to drink plenty of water and be really gentle with yourself. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend.